In this presentation, you will learn about the important questions that you need for the journalism paper on reporting. This is for board exams. Firstly, it is most important to understand the concept of news, types of news and elements of news, and how to write a news story. You must remember the basic principles of reporting. You must keep in mind ABC of reporting, which is accuracy, balance or brevity. Brevity means keeping it short, and clarity. Once you know these basic concepts, you are ready to attempt your paper. Now, question 1 in the board exam is always the same for reporting. It is write a news story in an inverted pyramid format in about 200 to 250 words, along with a suitable headline. Now, this first question comes for 15 minutes. The matter is already given to you in long form. Now, what you need to do is convert it to inverted pyramid format and put it in 200 to 250 words. You will also give it a suitable headline. All journalists use the inverted pyramid format to organize information from most important to least important. So that is where you need the inverted pyramid format. So the top portion, which is the white part of an inverted pyramid, is actually the lead of the story. It is the first paragraph of your entire article. It answers the WH questions, so 5 W's and 1 H, which are who, what, when, where, why, and how. So the main essence of your entire report is in that first paragraph. For example, a fire broke out at City Mall on Friday night, injuring 5 people. So you'll see that in this statement, we have all the information about what the article is going to be. Once you've got that in place, you go on to the middle portion, which is the important details. So you can add more context, put in some quotes, so-and-so said so-and-so about the fire, put in some facts. Okay, you can explain what has happened, how people reacted, what is expected to happen next. And in the bottom, which is the narrow part, you put any additional information. So any background information, less critical details, something that can be even left out by the editorial team in case there is no space. So you will not lose the core message, which is already in the first part, our lead, okay, and in the body, the middle portion, because this narrow part is the general extra information. So in this way, you can actually format your inverted pyramid. So your report will be in the inverted pyramid format. If you've done this successfully, you've completed question 1. For question 2, 3, 4, and 5, you have theory questions. Various topics can be asked. These are some examples of what are the usual topics that are asked. For example, objectivity as a basic principle of reporting. News gathering is very important. Understanding what citizen journalism is very important. Having an idea and understanding the new age technological sources of news. So RTI, recorders, spy cameras that are being used to get information, the use of social media as a reporter. What is it being undercover? What is your role as a reporter who is undercover? What is a beat? What are the various requirements of a beat? Also very important. You should know the do's and don'ts for reporters. You should also know and understand the dangers and threats when reporting stories. Some examples that you need to keep in mind are the Pulwama attack, the Gadchiroli Naxal attack, since that is part of your syllabus. Know the ethical issues in journalism. Know how it is important to have credibility of your reports. Understand and write what you understand by yellow journalism. Know what is hard news and soft news. Under these examples, you have the Rafale scam, the PNB scam by Nirav Modi, the Bofors scam, the Watergate scam. Now, if you know these scams, you can answer these not only in the reporting paper, but you can also write about them in your other papers under the subject of journalism. You will also be asked certain point of view questions. So, for example, broadcast has reduced the importance of print journalism, or discuss an ideal interview, whether you feel that monologue is better than dialogue, or the interview has to be midway between monologue and dialogue. So be prepared for some point of view questions. Ideally, in an examination, you do not take sides, you give an overview of both points of view. Wishing each one of you all the very best in your exams. Thank you for watching the presentation. Do like, share, subscribe, and leave your comments about this presentation or any other topics you would like to learn more about.